Kenyans, your leaders do not love you, and that is the reality at hand. Why am I saying so? Both leaders whom you are seeing in the opposition and whom you are seeing in a government are all about the same thing. Whenever they have differences, it's just because their interest has not been served. And this is how I want to decode this. First and foremost, today we just saw that Gideon Moi, who was vying for the Senate seat, just joined government and dropped his bid to vie for the Senate because of the goodies he's been promised. Now, remember, there are those who had high hopes in him as the incoming senator because probably he would have been elected. But what has he done? A person whom they believed would never join a government that has committed atrocities to its people is the same government that he has joined. That is not the only issue. We have George Natembeya, the governor for Trans Nzoia County, and we also have him meeting with Dr. Fred Matiang'i. Well, we can't forget the fact that during Uhuru's tenure, Dr. Fred Matiang'i was the CS for Interior. And it is at that time that we saw extrajudicial killings happening. It was the height of killer squads formed by government. It is in Uhuru's tenure that bodies were being retrieved from River, not from people who drowned, not from people who went there to commit suicide, but from people who were killed by forces of the state and dumped in River Yala. Up to date, their families haven't received justice. And at one interview, when Matiang'i was being asked abroad about this issue, he said that the files are open. The current regime should go on with investigations. Now, that's a response a former CS for Interior would give you. Now, he comes outside here. He, instead of having his own party, decides to vie with the party of the previous regime, party known as Jubilee, whose leader is Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. We have Kenyatta, who pretends to be castigating the government of trying to erase his legacy, yet the same experts that Raila Amolo Odinga donated to William Samoei Ruto are the same experts also that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta also donated. So it's a factor that both Raila Amolo Odinga and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta joined William Samoei Ruto, and they are the persons who are running this regime. Tell me any politician whom you've seen being so independent, not influenced by certain forces and interests within the political circles that you know of. Mention just one, and I record them for you. Do you expect the same Matiang'i to come and bring change in this regime? And now, they are trying to cook something together with George Natembeya. George Natembeya, whom Trans Nzoia residents have brought so much hope in him. This only leaves you with one suggestion or one conclusion, that Kenyans, you are alone. It is from those two incidents that I am now convinced that politicians, all they care about is their tummy, is the highest bidder. Who knows? It was a long strategy that has been calculated to make sure that the rage that was burning inside the Gen Zs has been cut off, has been contained. It was just a containment mechanism. On whose hands are we safe as Kenyans? That is my question. On whose hands are we safe? That leader which you think or whom you think is going to deliver your expectations. Kenyans, just get these in your skulls. They are interest driven. No much hope from them. Is there hope at the end of the tunnel? Well, time will tell. As we know, time is the healing factor to every wound. They are aging up. Of course, at the end of the day, age will catch up with them. Most of these leaders who actually drive masses, control masses, make them worship them, actually, they are going deep, 6 feet under very soon. It's not like I'm wishing death for anyone, but that just the reality. Then shall we have liberation come our way. But before then, we have a struggle. Youth, occupy leadership positions. Take IDs, register as voters. We have a day to reckon with in 2027. Kindly, it is my appeal and also a clarion call. Let us not just say we want to occupy State House, we want to occupy Parliament, but also we want to occupy the leadership positions. These current breed of leaders that we have are so poisoned that all they think of is about the benefits they can get from us as citizens, as taxpayers. That is all they can think of, what they can be. They always take us for a ride. Actually, these leaders have taken us to be so damn fools. Take a minute and think here, Kenyans. Think. What's your take? Give me your thought in the comment section below. If you love content of this nature and you're watching from our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe and press the notification button so anytime that we are live or we upload content of this nature, you'll be the very first person to be notified. Ahmed Khalif is my name for the unscripted talks here in Dab Radio. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, Dab Radio ndio mpango mzima.